name is Vic Ross. I'm the Director of Laser and Cosmetic Dermatology at Scripps Clinic. It's a large multi-specialty clinic in San Diego. And basically my main interest is in energy-based devices, and that ranges everything from radio frequency to ultrasound devices to light-based technologies. Radio frequency has been around for a long time, and my first really experience with radio frequency, other than being a general dermatologist and using our little hyfricator, was my experience with monopolar radio frequency, and I was involved in the development of that product about 23, 24 years ago. But it never made sense to me to do something where you're heating the skin up a little bit over a large volume. The idea of a fractional radio frequency device always was more appealing to me, and I was fortunate enough to be exposed to a technology like that around 2013. And over the last 7 or 8, even 10 years, I've used a variety of different radio frequency microneedling devices. And I stumbled across Sylfirm X after using lots of other devices. And there were some nice, appealing features of Sylfirm X that some of the other devices did not have. Many of the devices are good. There are a lot of radio frequency devices out there now, and so it's a little bit like going to the buffet. There are a lot of choices, and you have to pick and choose what's going to give you the best flavor for the most time. And I think Sylfirm X combines some features of radio frequency microneedling that are very nice. One is it's a very smooth operator in the sense that it has a step motor that's very easy to listen to and easy on the patient as far as pain. It has only 25 needles, which actually, some might say that's too few, but in fact, fewer needles sometimes is better, because more needles mean that you can't get the needles all the way in. So our skin is naturally resistant to needle penetration, so 25 needles is actually quite nice because you're more likely to have the needles go in. It has lots of different depths. As shallow as 300 microns, which is helpful for example, stabilization of the basal membrane and possibly helping with vessels and pigment, and as deep as 3.5 millimeters, which you might want if you're trying to treat a deep scar, possibly a deep traumatic scar or a deep acne scar. So those are some of the features. The big feature, though, that probably distinguishes Sylfirm X versus other radio frequency microneedling devices is the pulse structure. So it offers various pulse structures. Most of the devices have a continuous mode, and that's the only mode they have. So, for example, you might set the needle depth and the power and the length of time, but that length of time is one long pulse. So Sylfirm X allows you to choose different pulse structures. Some are pulsed, and the pulse structures tend to spare some of the vessels and pigment, and the longer pulses tend to be better for tightening and more heating. So you have a lot more options with Sylfirm X. The graphical user interface is very easy to operate, it's very intuitive, and it's easy to use. You can have presets. There's a long sheet of settings that the company provides you, and those settings are reasonable for different applications, all the way from neck tightening to, say, stabilization of pigment. And you can use those presets, or over time, I think you'll evolve and have your own best settings.